everybody, Christie Zimmerman, Silver Premier Team Leader of the Me Time Mafia, here tonight to train you guys on expanding your customer base. You notice I am not Kristen Wojcik. I am taking over tonight. Kristen had something come up that she needed to take care of, so I decided to step in. So this is definitely not going to be Kristen's training. I'm sure she has a lot of additional information that she could offer that she had originally prepared for this evening. So hopefully maybe she'll do a part 2 when she's able. And so hopefully you can also take something from kind of some of my tips and tricks this evening. Okay, Amanda. All right, people are jumping on and Facebook's prompting me with all kinds of questions. So fun. Okay, so I'm not even going to wait till the 2-minute mark. I don't want to keep you guys long tonight. So I want to just jump right in and go over a couple of points regarding expanding your customer base. So I think that definitely we are a party plan company, and one of the best ways that we can grow our market is through parties and through vendor events, which I talked about vendor events the other week. That's not what I'm going to talk about this evening. But that's a way that you're going to be able to grow your market very rapidly. But that there's also something to be said for growing your market organically, one-off, or a couple people at a time. That adds up, okay? That definitely adds up. Hey Terry, hey Amanda. So one of the ways that you can do that, and let me mute this, sorry about that, is through referrals. So you obviously, you've got a warm market of people. That's your friends and family, your close people who originally bought from you, but you cannot sustain a business on warm market customers just by itself. Eventually you're going to kind of go through that warm market, and that's when consultants tend to be like, oh, this might not be for me. Nope, you just have to push through that and work to kind of go into what we call the cold market. But you can do that without seeming like you're just attacking people, okay? So when you get to the point where you're through your warm market of friends and family, that's okay. They're still gonna buy from you, but you can't sustain your business alone just with your warm market of people. So one thing you can do is ask for referrals. You want to use the warm market of people who are already your customers. They already love the products and they've relied on you for great customer service, but you want to use them to get referrals. And if they're not willing to host a party for you, you can, you've provided really good customer service, and you can just say, hey, look, I am really trying to grow. I've got a lot of goals that I would like to hit, but I'm really trying to grow and expand my market, and I would love it if you could refer me to, especially if they say no to a party, do you have someone who you think would enjoy, pick a product that your customer, your friends, family really love? You really love that BFF. Do you know of someone who would also, you think, really enjoy that face wash? One thing I have used in the past, because sometimes it can be a little daunting to ask them, just ask directly, even though, these are your good customers, your VIPs, they've come back a few times. I have used something called 1, 2, 3 free, and it was kind of just a little bit of a tricky way, if you will, to ask for a referral. So I had a couple of people who were not willing to host parties for me. They didn't have like a one-off referral that they could think of at the moment. But of course I throw the word free out there and they're all like, yes, let me help you. So without doing a party, I did something that was called 1, 2, 3 free. And it was very simple. I put up a 1, 2, 3 free graphic. It got a lot of attention. This is in my VIP group. And all they had to do was give out 3 samples to people who would be willing to, give their contact information to me. So it wasn't something where they were just giving me email addresses. Like, they had to reach out to this person personally, and 3 people. So I mailed the person, my VIP, who agreed to do the 1, 2, 3 free. Basically, well, it was a smaller brochure at the time, but now we have this, the all about the Pampering brand. So it was that, it was something smaller, it was just a little bifold before. One sample, which I usually like to use a hand cream, not something that like everyone can use, not a face mask or a face wash that might be for specific skin types. So everyone can use a hand cream, right? So pick a variety of hand cream scents in a little bead bag with my business card, and I would attach it. And then I would send 3 of these. You could make it, you know, I thought 1, 2, 3 free sounded good, but you could make it 5 or, you know, 10, whatever you wanted to do. I think 3 is a reasonable number where people don't feel overwhelmed. But I sent in the mail 3 of these little packets for my customers to give out to, you know, their mom's club friends or people they volunteer with or people at work. Very, very easy. This is not like our catalog. They're getting a free sample with it. So it's not something that's like, whoa, what are you trying to sell me? They get to try out a free sample. And all my customer had to do was give me some way to contact them. This was not going to be a cold call for me, so I knew that my customer who, you know, they had agreed to give these sample packs out, had spoken with the person and said, hey, my consultant would love to get in touch with you and see what you thought of that sample. And, you know, they agreed to give the contact information. So my customer had to turn that contact information over to me some way. It could be Facebook, it could be email, text, however they wanted to be contacted. And I was just simply going to follow up. So when they did that, for all 3 of the packets, I actually gave them it was a free big fat yummy hand cream, but it was, I like to take advantage of the sale price chunks and big fat yummy hand creams. I didn't let them pick a scent. I just had some products that I wanted to move. And so that's what I did. So but this is a method that's not going to work if you are not very good at follow-up. Not that you're not good at follow-up, but that you aren't consistent with follow-up. This is a method that is only going to work if you are committed to following up with those referrals, okay? And it was a simple, hey, you know, I heard so-and-so and used the name, gave you a sample of our Big Fat Yummy hand cream, and I wanted a couple people to try it out and see what you thought. So it gets the conversation going. They've already tried the product. It's a very low cost way to get your products in front of people, okay, for them to try, and outside of the warm market where your customer didn't feel like they had to host a party, okay? So you were able to attack a couple of their friends without them hosting a party. So that's maybe an alternative. They got something free out of it. And so it's an alternative to hosting a party if you have a really good customer that just refuses to have a party, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3 free. We also have gift season coming up, which, I mean, this is like the time to expand your warm market, right? So you just need to make sure that you are labeling. Yes, Ruth, I can share that. I have to go back and find it, but I will share it. It was just something I made on Word Swag. It was very simple. But yeah, I'll share that after the video is over. I'll go hunt and find it and post it here. So gift season is really awesome. You're going to have the opportunity where your current customers are going to be able to gift your product. Our products are super duper giftable, right? So, I like to offer what I call my customer concierge service, and it's a service. So I am offering to basically wrap our products for them to gift. So I have a couple of people locally who will contact me probably within the next 4 or 5 weeks. They're going to call me up. And if not, I'm going to reach out to them and see if they need any assistance this holiday season. But I package the products up for them, and it's usually hand creams or chunks or little giftable things. This year I'm going to offer fizzies, but it's a service that I offer them. So when I do it, I also put in a couple of samples, and I will also put in a bounce back coupon. So they are gifting out, and my customers don't have a problem with that whatsoever. So they are gifting out products of ours. So they're going to use it, they're going to fall in love with it, and they're going to want to know where they can buy more if they loved the product, right? So that's a great way. It's not necessarily a way that you're going to be able to follow up with someone who is gifted posh, but you want to make sure you've got clearly labeled products once they leave your door, and then it's beautifully packaged, so it doesn't have to be expensive. I put them in nice little clear bags with a cute like holiday ribbon and some of the crinkle paper inside, so it's not anything big and fancy, but I can do that. I can make bigger packages. It's completely up to my customer's budget, and I work within their budget, but in return, they're happy to allow me to put a little bounce back coupon or note inside the package, so that hopefully someone will come back and shop with me again. So that's a great way to get in front of a lot of different people when you are utilizing current customers that you have to kind of branch out a little bit. So another way is to find some networking opportunities. So you want to network locally with other businesses. We have Marilyn Wright, who is, I think I said your last name right, Marilyn. She is really awesome at doing just cold, she will go to local businesses and share samples and just share her products with local businesses. And she has really done a great job at presenting our products very respectfully of the businesses, but she's made great relationships that way. So it's a great way to network locally. If you don't have the time to go to different businesses, you can reach out to real estate agents and offer, we have fizzies, which I'll talk about in a few minutes, but fizzies are a great thing that people could add to, realtors could add to new home baskets for, a home buyer who has a great tub. It's a great thing. Usually, when we bought our house, our realtor gave us like a nice little welcome basket. So it's a great thing that very inexpensive, but very nice that they could add in. So network with your local realtors. I always say serve first, so you want to make sure that if you have the opportunity to work with your PTA, if you have kids or grandkids, sports teams, helping to volunteer that way, you can just be your brand when you are at those places or when you are volunteering, so that people are going to associate what you're wearing with what you do. And if you make some friends while you're doing that, it's a great opportunity to share Posh with them and expand your market. But of course, you're there to serve. You are there to just to do good. You're not there to push your products. That kind of comes later. You want to, and you can do it through your church. There are a ton of different ways. You maybe join your local chamber of commerce. I'm a part of my local chamber of commerce, so they are always having networking events that I can go to and meet and network with other businesses in the area. It was $75 for the year, and that included a local event. So it was a no-brainer. It's a tax write-off. So I'm not sure if all chambers are structured the same way as far as cost, but it's not really a big expense to have access to be able to network with other people. Baskets and fundraisers are really great opportunities to expand your market. Serving as far as fundraisers go. I'm about to do a fundraiser for a friend who has stage 4 cervical cancer, and she was like, oh no, I don't, I can't do that. You're making this money for your family. Yes, I am. But in addition to, being able to help you out, because she was like, well, I don't know what you're going to be able to get out of this. And I said, well, I just want to do this. I just want to be able to help. And if I get some great return customers, that's awesome. That's a bonus. But using fundraisers, it can be for friends, it could be for sports teams. You can use fundraisers to be able to expand your market, and then make sure that if people are ordering, that you're following up with them, because it's a market that you want to make sure you're following up with. The fortune is in the follow-up, absolutely 100%. I know we say that all the time, but it's so very true. Kind of along the same lines of fundraisers, you can offer baskets of products to different organizations. I usually do one for our elementary school every year, and I've actually gotten customers out of that. I present a basket. Now we're in a kind of a small town, but I have heard some great ideas where instead of doing a full basket of products, do 1 or 2 smaller, lower price products, and then offer a gift card so that they have to come. That's only redeemable through you, but they have a gift certificate that they can come and shop with you and pick out a couple of things to kind of customize their needs. So rather than just throwing in a random face wash, you can work with them to find a face wash that's going to work with their skin type, or a mask that's going to work with their skin type. And then they've come back to you. You're able to form and establish that relationship and work together. You can also, we're not even really talking so much broadly about online this evening. Obviously, YouTube and Pinterest or Instagram. There are tons of different ways. This is not really necessarily a social media. I didn't have enough time to prepare all the aspects of social media and expanding your market, but there's certainly ways to get in front of other people. One way that is a little bit easy to touch on tonight without going into a lot of detail is to join different interest groups online. Interest groups that you have, whether it be knitting. I've had team members who, were part of a knitting group online, and they were able to form friendships. But it's not like you're chasing after people that you sell posh. You're not randomly messaging people. It's a community that you're a part of, that you have relationships with these people. And then, they're going to see your pictures, or they're going to see things, and they're watching. They are watching you, absolutely. So, but it's a way to kind of connect with other people. Photography. I've got people who have been a part of different due date groups for moms. There are a ton of different online communities that you can be a part of to kind of expand your market of people. So Fizzy is a really awesome opportunity, and it's great right now that Fizzy is included in the 15% off sale, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to definitely restock up on my Fizzies. But they were a great, I did this training a few weeks, it's been 2 weeks, where I was gearing up for my first event with Fizzies, and it went really, really well. They were a great attraction to my booth. And again, we're not talking about events this evening, but I think that because they are such a great attraction when you do something like a vendor event, they're also a really great attraction to be able to put them in salons or nail spas. I'm actually working with our local nail spa to offer a Fizzy as an add-on service for pedicures. So, they'll have a basket of assorted Fizzies, and they can, they can work with their customer. There are all kinds of little add-on services, right? So why not offer people a basket of Fizzies to choose from? If they'd like to, for $5, they can add on to their pedicure service and enjoy a Fizzy during their soak. If they really enjoy that, they could also, I've seen really cute packaging ideas, especially as we get closer to the holidays and people are, reaching for impulse, grab and go things at the register. I've seen some really cute packaging ideas recently amongst some of the other premieres with a trio of Fizzies, and they they put a little card, and it's a really cute name about the different, I'll have to find an example of the different, flavors, or if you will, the different flavors of Fizzies within the package. But I think that is it's a great way to get product in front of people. And if the store owner, if you're working with the store owner, if they allow you to keep a little notebook in your basket, or if they keep a notebook kind of behind the counter where they offer, where people are able to pay, those customers can leave an email and a name. Certainly, you're probably not going to capture every customer who purchases your little Fizzy packs, but it's a great opportunity to be able to follow up, maybe tell the store owner when you're working with them to try to set up your arrangement for selling Fizzies in their store. You can say you're going to do a drawing, so they can just very easily offer people, if they want to leave their name and email address, or email address and phone number, however way you want to contact people, that it's going to automatically enter them into a drawing. So there you have captured their contact information. You can follow up. Hey, thank you so much for shopping at XYZ shop, and just establish the relationship that way. If they don't want to shop with you again right away, try to get them into your VIP group. Thank them. Thank you for shopping. I hope that was a great and easy gift for you. I'd love for you to join my VIP group. I run all kinds of sales and specials and do giveaways, and that's usually all you need to offer for people to want to engage with your VIP group. This kind of moves us along to our my last point this evening about building your VIP group organically. We don't want to be that spammy direct sales company that just mass adds people to our groups. That's not what we want. You want people who are going to be in your Facebook group who want to be there. Okay, you don't want to, run contests where whoever can add the most people. That's not what you want. Trust me, that's not what you want in your VIP group. So, when you are meeting people, and it can be onesie, twosie people, make sure you thank them. Be very appreciative. Be very, serve first. Be very gracious, and you want to grow that group organically by thanking them. And during a party, anytime someone makes a purchase, I thank them, and I also leave my link, so it's very, very easy, and just give them a personal invitation into my VIP group. So over time, that builds your VIP group up, because there are people who have already purchased. And, certainly when you follow up with people who have made purchases, that's another way that you can get them into. You want them in that funnel where they're going to be seeing all of your posts and just the different sales and things you have going on. So the fortune is in the follow-up, and follow-up is absolutely 100%, I believe, tied to strong team building. I hate the word recruiting, but I think that follow-up and team building go absolutely hand in hand. If you are not following up with people, you're not establishing that relationship, and therefore it's going to be difficult for people to feel comfortable enough to want to join your team. You may get one or two who just want to take the plunge, but creating that sense of trust and relationship building is really going to help you not only grow your customer base, but it's going to help you grow your team as well. So that's pretty much all I have. Does anybody have any questions? We've got about 10 people still on. I kind of plowed through and talked fast. Anybody? Yeah, the fortune and the follow-up thing, that is just really, really, you hear it all the time. It's kind of like a cliche saying, but it's absolutely 100% true. And if you can go back now and follow up, start reaching back out to your January people. I think the 3-month mark is a good time, the 3 to 4 month mark, because that's usually when people start running out of their face wash or running out of their moisturizer. And it's okay to even follow up with people from a Facebook party who filled out a sample form for you. I do an online sample request form for my parties. So I have a great running list of contacts that's it's in an Excel doc, that it's a working list, so I can make notes on it. I'll put a little check mark if they ordered, so I can kind of go back through that. And so I don't give anything, I don't give samples out without them giving me something in return, okay? So I not only now in my parties do they have to complete my sample request form, so I have their contact information and I know where to send the samples and I know what their preferences are, but they are also liking my public business page. That's kind of step 2, and they also have to, of course, RSVP yes to the party, so they're getting the notifications for the party. But the step 2 that I added where I have them liking my public business page has really helped, I think, kind of organically kind of boost my posts a little bit, because we're not allowed to pay to advertise to boost our posts. That's against our policies. But when you have someone liking a business page that's public, this is outside of your VIP group, so they're liking a business page that's public, you know, their friends are going to see when they like that page. Their friends are going to see when they like a quote that you put on that page. So it's going to kind of get your name in front of other people. So I make them give that to me, as far as, you know, that's how I'm kind of, they're paying for their samples, if you will. So they're not paying for their samples. They are, you know, it's the way that they're kind of paying me back. They're helping me advertise my business. Another thing you can do, I'll just interject this, people love the live unboxing videos. Absolutely love them. They spur so much curiosity and interest. And if you can make them quick, where it's not, you know, like a 30-minute ordeal on Facebook Live, it's going to notify people when you go live. And that can be a little bit scary. But when you do a live unboxing, especially like do it with your kids, do it with your grandkids, make it kind of fun and exciting. People want to see what's in the box. It's a really great opportunity, especially for those like Facebook lurkers who are not, you know, have never really reached out to you, but they've kind of watched from afar, and you just don't really know, like, you don't know. I've had a couple of those, and then, you know, they become great customers or team members. But you can then, it's a natural opportunity for you to say, hey, I've got these great products in, I'm offering free samples. Please let me know if you would like to be a product tester. And use the word product tester, because they feel like they're helping, they're trying something out. Just don't be vague and PM me if you want to, you know, that always turned me off before I became a part of a direct sales company, because I'm like, what are they going to say to me? What are they going to make me do? If I have to PM them, they're going to like pin me in the corner to like host a party. You want to make it easy. You want to ease in. You don't want to scare people off. So doing something like a live unboxing where it's fun, it's light, you're not, you know, calling anyone out. Hey, I've got these samples. Let me know if you would like to be a product tester. Post below. I will get you some samples in the mail to try out. And it's as simple as that. So, and still to this day, 2.5 years later, I still have people who it's like, where were you? Where have you been for the last 2.5 years? I've been doing this, but they just never, you just never know, like, that's going to be the time when they decide they want to try out samples. People watch. Oh, Patty shares recipes. Yeah, that's really awesome. Ooh, like a good spa water recipe would be really nice. Ooh, that's really cool. I've done quotes. I've done memes. I've done like some funny Snapchat compiled videos. I love the recipe idea. I might have to add that. Oops, sorry about that. No questions. And kind of the difference of, and this is completely off topic, people ask a lot of times what the difference is and why should I have a public business page versus, you know, my private VIP group. So you want to make sure you have both. You're probably not going to get very much interaction and team building or, you know, like camaraderie on a public business page, but it's really important. It's like hanging the welcome sign to your business that you're open, because your VIP page happens behind closed doors. So that, you know, all of those likes and reactions and things, people on the outside aren't seeing that. And it's great that you're forming that nice community. But people on the outside aren't seeing that. I've actually, I've made a conscious effort to really, I had always had a public business page, but I just really wasn't pouring a lot of energy into growing it. So I've really made a conscious effort in the last like 8 months to really try to post on it. And I've actually gotten a couple of customers who it's showed up for them. They found me for some, you know, in some way they found me, and I actually just had one. Not only did she become a first-time customer, but she joined my team because I was like, hey, she had a list of things she wanted to purchase. You know, would you be interested in joining my team? And to my surprise, she did. So you just never know. You absolutely never know. All right. Well, hopefully Kristen will be able to pop on. I'm sure she had some fantastic notes to share with you guys tonight, but life happens. So let me know if you have any questions. I will find that 1, 2, 3 free graphic and post it to share. And feel free to kind of customize it and make it your own. And then hopefully maybe Kristen can do a part 2 and share some of her thoughts on expanding your customer base, because I absolutely did not, this was not a comprehensive training. I did not hit everything. And so hopefully she'll have some additional ideas to add. So take care. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.